So we are on the way to SA now. We're probably, would be like half an hour from the border. We've stopped in at a town. I'm not sure if it's Culgara, but we've stopped in at the Culgara rest stop. It's got like a petrol station and a beer garden because we needed to fill up on fuel. Fuel is still expensive, $2. We're looking forward to not having crazy prices for fuel, but we saw they had a cool map and a clothesline, so we're gonna get some pics of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and get some photos of it and some videos. We're gonna have some lunch. We're just gonna catch up on some work because we are pretty far behind, especially not having much reception, being out near Uluru and stuff like that. So yeah, so she's gonna catch up on that and I'm gonna go do some filming of the area and photos, and yeah, she's gonna make me a beautiful lunch.
Yeah. You excited for SA? Huh?
Yeah, I am excited. I was just saying to Bridget before, we were just talking, and it was like, when's the last time we've seen rain? We don't even know. We can't remember when we were in a rain, like, yeah. So
yeah, we're a bit nervous, to be honest, to get into SA because I've spoken to my mum because I have my parents in SA, and she said it's been like non-stop rain and we don't like the cold, we don't like rain. So our next big stop in SA will actually be Cooper Pedy, which we're excited to check out. So hopefully it's far up enough. I actually don't think they get much rain. I think it's still quite outback, and it's a really cool town.
We're hoping we can find some, not fossils, sorry.
We've done that.
Yeah, we've done that. Hope we'll find some opals. Apparently they're around there, like on the ground and stuff like that. So even if we have to do a little bit of digging, would be okay, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if we found some. But it's a cool town because I think, what is it, half of the town is underground.
Yeah.
So it's a big mining town. So we're going to look into what tours we can do, because we might do a tour where they take us underground, or we might even book some accommodation where we stay underground.
There's motels apparently underground, so we might even do that and give ourselves a rest from the van for a night. So
we'll find something fun to do there. So we'll probably hang out there for maybe a week, because Josh has done like non-stop driving for the past week, and the long drives, it's exhausting. Even for me in the passenger side, it's exhausting.
So we're in SA now, and just outside of Cooper Pedy, and Bridget's driving at the moment. Just looking around where we are right now, and seriously, there is just nothing out here, eh? This would definitely be a place you don't want to be stuck. Yeah, it's very, very desolate out here, and we don't see any animals, haven't seen anything really, like a couple of lizards maybe on the road, but seriously, there's nothing out here. I'll show you this.
So we are in Cooper Pedy now, and it is freezing. We are struggling with the cold. Josh has got his puffer jacket on again.
I guess we're always complaining about the weather, saying it's too hot and it's too cold. Probably sound like the biggest whingers, but
yeah, we probably do. It's just hard when you go from say like 40-degree days, doesn't drop below 28 degrees even at night, to what would the temperature be now? It just feels like ice.
saying it's 13 degrees outside.
13, there you go. So it's just a bit of a climate change for us. I think if we were at constant temperature, we'd be fine. So I guess that's where we're looking forward to, just being in warm weather, just Bali and warm parts of Australia.
Yeah.
So, but we are exploring the town today. So we actually just got some photos of this big Cooper Pedy sign. Welcome to Cooper Pedy. You can probably see it there. It's a tractor. It's pretty cool. So it's an opal town here. As we probably showed in the other clips on our way through. But we will see if we can find any opals here. There's meant to be a kangaroo nursery, I think it is it?
Yeah.
Kangaroo
Oh, yeah,
nursery. And then there's a few other big things. There's meant to be a UFO here, which is really random. I think there was a set there. What else do they have here?
They've got some cafe, underground cafe that we're going to go check out. Maybe get some little treats and cakes and some nice hot chocolate or something, because I could really go with hot chocolate right now. What else have they got? They've actually got drive-in cinema here as well, but we haven't really looked into what time that's going to be on.
I actually think it's weekend, but we're not sure if we'll stick around for the weekend, so...
Yeah, so they've also got a church here as well. We'll probably go check out that. An underground church, sorry.
Most of these things that Josh has said is actually underground, so we want to try and see what they're like, because it's pretty cool. Not many places they have underground places like that.
And I think maybe everything's underground, not just because of the heat, it's because of the wind as well. Once wind hits here, the whole place just turns into a big dust storm, eh? Like the dust is just crazy. Like we were sitting in the car yesterday and we had the windows open and the wind picked up and just dust all went through the car, and I'm like, quick, shut all the windows. So we shut all the windows and we're fine, but I could just imagine it would drive you nuts, all that dust.
I think we've got half of Cooper Pedy in our car now, to be honest. I was sneezing all last night because of the dust. But I think as well, wasn't there, didn't you say a movie set maybe here?
Yeah, I can't remember the movie set, but apparently there's a spaceship or something out here somewhere.
And what about Mad
Maybe
Max?
from a
Is
prop
that
or
from
something.
here?
Yeah, Mad Max is as well. I haven't looked into that yet. I don't think it's actually in Cooper Pedy. I think it's just a bit out of Cooper Pedy. I don't know if that's travelling towards Adelaide way or back to Northern Territory way. So if it's travelling towards Adelaide way, I think that we'll definitely have to check that out. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a few things. Hopefully we can have a bit of fun in this town before we start heading to Adelaide, and it being icy, because we're probably going to be like Eskimos and going to hibernation for a little bit if it's too icy.
I'm starting to look like a caveman, like my hair and my beard and stuff. That's all you get when you're out in the desert, so I'm probably due for a haircut. So.
Yeah, we'll both probably have a bit of a pampering, to be honest, when we get to SA, where I think we're in need of one. So, but yeah, we'll show you a bit of Cooper Pedy.
Just gonna go check out this opal place. Apparently it's well known for the town, so it's one of the best places to see opals. So let's go check it out.
Have a bit of a look at it in case we don't find any opals on our hunt in the ground. So we're at the church now. It's apparently named after the catacombs of Rome. Josh has actually been to the Rome ones. So it'll be interesting to see what this one's like. It's hopefully underground, and hopefully we can go in and it's open. So it looks like you pretty much just go in. Obviously it's not a Sunday, so they don't have their service. So pretty much free to have a look around.
Very dark in here for the GoPro. Oh, it's not too bad. It looks alright.
It's quite cool. Yeah, so this kind of gives you an idea of what the underground houses and places look like. The walls are pretty much, what would it be, Josh? Would it be sandstone or?
Oh, I don't know what the rock is, but it's some sort of rock, yeah.
But yeah, so this is what would be like underground.
It's solid, but like it's not.
Yeah, so this is quite a nice little church here. So got some engravings on the wall. I don't know how I feel about being, I'm not really claustrophobic, but I don't like the idea of being underground too much. When it's a bit dark and dingy, I like things that are bright and airy and light. But yeah, it's really interesting. So this is the big, what's this one, Josh? The big winch, I think it is.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool. They've got a few really big things. It's very windy today. Windy and cold. Pretty nice views from here. We hear that the sunset is really nice. Unfortunately, we're gonna not be around for it, but it's still really nice to take in these views of the town. They've got a little cafe restaurant there. There's a Cooper Pedy sign, which you might take a photo of later. But yeah, it's a very dry town.
If they come in here, we know that there's a mum dead somewhere out there.
Yeah, it's sad. We haven't seen too many dead kangaroos actually.
No,
because
well,
we travelled
did have
up.
some good rain, so that puts food out there on the landscape. So hopefully they're out there instead of near the roads. But the big reds took a knocking through the latest drought Australia had.
Yeah.
A couple of years back, we're in the 50 degrees up here, and we lost hundreds of them. They would get just dying because it was too hot, no food. And for the kangaroos, that's how they last longer than some animals. They don't actually need to drink to survive. But when the drought's been a long-term drought and all the foods have now gone, well, now they can't survive because they survive on the moisture in their foods. If they've got no food, then
Little big red.
So cute.
He's
No.
just too cute. You're super cute, aren't you, Headley? Oh, you
Everyone
did
just
it.
must fall in love with it.
So Bridget's in love.
I'm in love. I'm in love. I just held, as you would have seen, Headley, the Joey. Oh my god, it was so hard to let him go. I said to Josh, I want to bring him with us. He was just the cutest thing. I could not believe it. Like seeing a Joey up close. I've never seen a Joey before, and they are just...
They're pretty cute. He's going to be a monster, but he's a big red and big male. So yeah, they reckon he's going to probably grow to 6 foot or something,
Yeah, about that.
and just full of muscle. So
It's crazy to think because he was so tiny and innocent, and to think he's going to turn into this big boxing kangaroo is just crazy.
Yeah, it's such a great time we've had here. Learning, we learnt so much through this lady.
Yeah, would you?
Forget it. What's her name?
Where's the cuff? This is it. Not sure if that's going to focus, but they do it. Apart from it being a gallery, they had a lot of Aboriginal art in there, some didgeridoos, they had opals, so they had a bit of everything.
And you can buy all that stuff as well.
Yeah, so they had lots of beautiful jewellery and paintings and art that you can purchase there.
And you get to hold Headley as well, so if you come down, she'll let you give him a cuddle.
Yeah, so
And,
apart from being a shop, they do amazing work because they are pretty much like a rescue centre for animals. So it's not even kangaroos that they take in. What does she say?
sure, she takes in wombats.
Wombats.
Sometimes birds of prey like eagles and
I think echidnas, emus.
everything. So she's always got something interesting in
Yeah.
the shop. So
She said the only thing they don't take is snakes. So
yes, she's not a big fan of snakes.
no, and that was Judy. So Judy was the one that we spoke to. She was amazing. Like she taught us so much. We learned about snakes. We learned about kangaroos. Apparently the reason that they're so bulky is because they actually do push-ups all day.
Yeah.
It sounds quite funny, but they have their own style of push-ups when you see them kind of lying down
And getting up.
they do a bit of a push-up as they go down towards when they go down. So yeah, we learned so much. It was actually a really good experience. We weren't expecting it, so it was a pleasant surprise. We love coming across things like that and meeting like really knowledgeable people who are
Honestly,
really
like
passionate.
if you are going past Cooper Pedy, make sure you stop in here because everyone we've met so far is just so lovely. Like
yeah.
we were in the opal shop in the morning and I was talking to the guy for like 40 minutes, like just
Yeah,
you know, asking him a lot of questions and he was just so happy to answer them. And yeah, and this lady was absolutely, she was terrific as well.
Even when we went out to dinner, to be honest, like they were all really great.
Yeah.
So it's a
Such a lovely town.
a really friendly town.
Yeah.
So everyone's willing to just have a chat with you. So it's been a really nice experience. Apart from all the dust and it being cold in the mornings and the flies, like it's been really good. So we're really glad that we stopped by here. And I think we've pretty much done everything here now that we really wanted to do.
Yeah.
So
now with this next journey, you see, we'll be out of the desert, like definitely out of the desert. I think what's the next town we go through?
It'll be a bit of a change. So we're not too sure where we'll end up next. So we're heading towards the Fleurieu Peninsula. So we're heading towards Second Valley Way. So it'll be a big contrast from the desert because it's going to start going to ocean now. We're both really excited to get back into the water though. So from the red dirt, it's going to start being probably aqua blue. So we're excited to get into the salt water, doing a bit of diving. Hopefully do some more snorkeling, seeing some marine life. it'll be good to kind of get back to the ocean. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Are we going to end the vlog here?
Yeah, I think we should.
We'll end the vlog here.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe and stay up to date with our South Australia journey. We'll try and do as well probably a lot more van life videos. We probably don't show the big kahuna too much, so we'd love to be able to show a little bit more about how we do van life and more of our home on wheels. So
Gonna also be doing a tidy up of the van as well. Needs a little bit of
yeah,
TLC
it
care,
does
you know,
need a big TLC.
fresh coat of paint and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll be doing a bit of that.
Yeah, so you might see that in our next vlog. We may see a bit of renos happening. Back to renovations. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, comment below if you like these type of videos or if there's more you want to see from us, because we love getting comments.
Alright, see you in the next one, guys. Bye.